Hello and welcome to your full moon flow with myself, Carla from Shanti Yoga Wellbeing. It's great to be on a lovely comfy sandbar mat. So if you've got one, roll yours out, sit up into a nice, easy, comfortable seat, shift around on the sit bones and just a little bit of movement into the spine, shake the shoulders back a few times, drop the shoulders from the ears. Just unclench the jaws, bring the lips together, teeth part. Just going to take a couple of breaths here. Start to close down the eyes. If you're not comfortable, find comfort, move and shift as much as you need to, as much as you want. This full moon flow is to celebrate the big open spaciousness of the heart, that big bright full moon light that shines in every month to help us look at those places of darkness within ourselves and around us so that we can ultimately make some shifts and changes in our lives. And just a few weeks back at the new moon, we will have set intentions for the month ahead, maybe not. And here at the full moon, we check in on those intentions. We decide if we need to course correct, take a different path, shave off some of those intentions. And right now we just breathe. Let's take a nice big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in here a couple of times and we'll bring our hands to rest in prayer at the heart space by your forehead towards your fingertips. Think about setting intention for our practice. Take a few breaths here. Notice what comes up. Maybe it's an intention to acknowledge the moon in all its glory. Or maybe it's something else. Whatever it is, release it from the mind's eye. Bring one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. Acknowledge how you're feeling in this moment. Acknowledge what arises for you. And we're just breathing here for a couple of breaths. Nice, big, long, deep inhales. And nice, big, long, lengthy exhales. Lengthening the breath. We lengthen the breath to soothe the central nervous system, to connect the right and left side of the brain, to bring balance to the body, to the mind, to the breath. Start to steady the breath now, release the hands, blink the eyes open. And we're just going to start to shrug the shoulders back, start to release that intention from the mind's eye, reducing any expectation that you have of your practice and just starting to rotate the spine from side to side, bending the elbows as you go, moving all the way from one side and all the way back to the other, just making these nice big circular motions. We're going to reach the arms up and overhead, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, hands reach down in prayer. Inhale, keep the hands at the heart space, sit up tall. Exhale, interlace the fingers, reach the palms forward, round and curve the spine. Drop the chin to the chest, nice sway side to side, lengthening through the side bodies. And just breathe in here, reaching the palms up towards the sky like you're holding up the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Lots of space in the armpits. Then release the hands round behind the back of the sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Reach the heart forward. Nice, easy back bend here. Inhale. And exhale as you gather the hands back in towards the heart space in prayer. Same again, hands reach forward, reach up to the sky. And then we're going to twist. So we're going to bring our left hand over to the left knee. Take a nice big deep inhale. That right arm comes round behind you. Or any direction that makes sense for you. Twisting over to one side, nice easy seated twist here. The inhale brings you taller and the exhale twists you deeper. And then inhale, come back through center and exhale all the way over to the other side. Sit up nice and tall, crown of the head reaches up on the inhale. And on the exhale, you twist a little bit deeper. Nice. Coming back through center, inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And then you're gonna forward fold all the way over into tabletop position. So coming onto all fours, the hips are stacked over the knees, the toes are untucked, the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. And start to drop the belly. Inhale, lift the head and the hips come high. And exhale, round the spine, back of the heart space up towards the sky. Every inhale, you drop the belly, look up. And every exhale, you round, curve the spine, drop the gaze. A couple of more breaths in this way. Nice, easy cat-cow movements. In your own time. Then we're going to inhale, adding on that right leg. So nice, easy core work here. So the right leg reaches all the way up to the sky and into the belly. And then the right knee over to the right elbow and then over to the left. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, hug it all the way through. Step it forward. Untitled low lunge. Reach the arms up to the sky. Sink the pelvis down. Open the heart. Cactus the arms out to the side. So we're going to pulse here through those two movements. So reaching up and exhale, open. And we're getting through the left hip flexor here and open in the heart space. Reaching up again. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Frame the right foot. And you're going to step back to tabletop position. Just give your body a wee sway from side to side. Lovely. And then reverse the cat-cow. So inhale this time as you reach up with the back of the heart and exhale as you sigh the breath forward. Feel free to add on lion's breath. So sticking the tongue out on that exhale makes all the difference with release work. Inhale. Exhale. Then left leg, reach it up to the sky. That scorpion tail. Exhale, hug it forward, core plank. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left knee comes to the outside of the left arm. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left knee over to the inside of the right arm. Inhale, lift the toes up to the sky. And then exhale this time, left foot steps all the way forward. Rising all the way up, Anjaneyasana low lunge, cactus the arms out to the side, sink the pelvis forward, pulsing, inhale, rise up, exhale, open, this nice continuation of breath and movement. Inhale, rise, exhale, open the heart, lean back, inhale, rise, exhale, release the hands. Left leg comes back to tabletop position again. Just give yourself a wee bit of a sway side to side. Bring the toes to the back of the mat. We're coming into Anahatasana, heart melting posture. So bring your fingertips far forward. Melt your heart space down to the earth. You can gaze forward. You can drop the chest all the way down to the earth. Palms can come flat. Forearms flat. Keep the hips stacked over the knees. Nice shoulder opener, nice heart opener here. Just a few breaths. This introvert heart opening posture, as I like to refer to it as. And then sliding the belly all the way forward, the whole body comes down onto the earth, and then the elbows come up. We come into Sphinx posture here. Shoulders reach back and drop away from the ears. And then we're coming into full prostration. So release the forehead down onto the stacked palms. You can sway the hips here if you want. Find length in the front of the body. Breathe in. Staying connected to the moment. This present moment that we often lose ourselves from. Slide the hands back to the rib cage. Rise up. Nice, easy baby cobra. Elbows bent. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, release all the way to the earth. Inhale, rise up again. Maybe a wee bit higher. You can straighten the arms if you wish. Exhale, lower down. Nice. Then release the fingers back, thumbs point down, fingers reach back. We come into locust pose. Reach and lift the heart up off the earth. Inhale, exhale, add on the legs as an option. Take a few breaths here. Don't forget to breathe. Every inhale lifts you a little bit higher. And then exhale as you release all the way down. Bring the hands back to Sphinx posture. And then you're going to come up onto the finger pads of that left hand, bend the left knee, take a hold of the left foot. Shoulder opening on the left side here. Rise and lifting and kicking that left foot into the left hand. And then maybe taking this more advanced posture, this half frog pose. Really great for the left quad here. Bending that left ankle, that left heel into the left sit bone, rotating the palm forward, the fingers forward, and then coming back to where you started. Option to open again. Option to lift the back right foot as if you're flying, right hand comes forward. This variation in locust pose, you can rock backwards and forwards, really, really good for the digestive system, that digestive fire. Breathe in, working through our heart opening postures, even on the earth, releasing all the way down. Come back to full prostration. Bring yourself back to the present moment here in this full moon practice. Notice what's came up for you so far. And just taking a pause before we move to the other side. Then we're going to come back to Sphinx posture. Left elbow comes out to the side, come up onto the right fingertips. Right knee bends, take a hold of the right foot, same hand, same foot. If you can't get a hold of it, you can just reach or you can take the hold. Again, lift, opening through the right hip flexor, opening through the right shoulder. Option to bend the foot in towards the sit bone. You can rotate your right fingers to face forward. You can even release the forehead down just a little bit. And take a wee breath or two here. Nice deep inhale and exhale as you come back to the higher variation. Left hand comes forward, left foot reaches back. Rocking onto those digestive organs, doing yourself a little bit of good in your practice. Breathe in, inhale, exhale, release all the way down. Full prostration for a moment. Stack the palms, rest the forehead. Release everything in this moment. Expectations, frustration, whatever arises. And then reaching all the way back up into a nice easy Sphinx pose when you're ready. Breathe in. Slide the hands, reach them back, thumbs point down, fingers back. We're going to rise up into locust pose again. Option to add on the feet. You don't have to. Inhale, exhale, release. Bend both feet in towards the sit bones. Take a hold of both feet this time. We're coming towards bow pose. Kicking the feet into the hands, lifting up into this beautiful heart opening posture. Shoulders are opening. Working through those digestive organs. We live in a society of IBS and digestive issues. With this stressful environment always around us, the inability to digest and process life. These postures are so good for that. And then when you're ready, nice and slowly, you're going to find your way back to child's pose. We're going to take a few breaths here. Knees can be wide apart. You can counteract those back bends. The upper body falls in between the legs. Maybe the big toes touch. You can make this a little bit more active by reaching and stretching the fingertips forward, creating space in the armpits, or you can bring your hands round to touch your ankles or your feet if you want something a little softer. When you're ready, we're going to rise all the way up and undulate through the spine, just like so. As we curl the back of the heart space round and forward. Inhale, exhale, dip the belly. You can bend the elbows, sink the hips back towards the heels. And the moment the forehead begins to touch the earth, the cycle begins again. Every inhale brings you forward, and every exhale brings you all the way back. This beautiful flow of push and pull. And then we're going to add on the arms, reaching either arm back and forward as you reach back to child's pose, dragging one arm back with you and all the way up and over. And then the other side as you come all the way back and all the way forward. This lovely opening through the side bodies again. This expressive movement, mindful movement, this moving meditation that we do on our mat. And then both hands come back, we rise up onto the knees, open the heart, frontal hip points come forward and all the way back to child's pose, undulating again, all the way forward, tuck the toes, inhale and exhale, prepare for the first downward dog of your practice. Bending the knees, maybe straightening one leg at a time. Or maybe bringing both legs towards straight. Spending a breath or two in your child's pose, lengthening out the hamstrings and then bending the knees and walking the feet forward towards the front of the mat one step at a time. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, release, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees on the forward fold. Look after the hamstrings. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Take a hold of each opposite elbow. Maybe add on a little bit of a sway from side to side. If I was with you right now, I'd be rubbing the back of your neck and making sure that you're holding nothing. So dropping the head fully, option to bring the hands to the lower back or maybe interlace the fingers and reach the arms long overhead. You can straighten one leg at a time. Just getting a little bit of shoulder opening in here as well. Let the hands slide down the backs of the legs, release the bind, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, release, roll the rise all the way up through standing. Add on the arms, hands meeting prayer above the head. And then we're going to open the heart, lean back, gaze forward. Inhale, reach the arms up and over. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step the left foot all the way back. Right foot steps forward, comes into a right angle bend. We're going to inhale, rise all the way up into a high lunge and open the heart on the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open, pulsing just like we were in the lower variation. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, open the heart, lean back. Rising up, inhale. Exhale, release the hands, freeing the right foot. And then we're going to add on the right arm here. So right hands forward, right foot's forward, left hands forward, right hand comes up to the sky, taking a twist. And then we're going to reach the right hand overhead, bring it back to frame the right foot. Find your way into warrior two, adjust the feet as you need to. Gazing over those right fingertips. Reverse warrior, left hand, left leg, full reverse, straightening that front right leg. And then reaching forward with the right hand, bring it to the right leg, wherever it may fall, left hand to the left hip, and you're reaching all the way up into a triangle pose. Gaze down to the earth if it's easier for your neck, or gaze up towards the left hand if it feels okay. We're going to reverse back through the reverse warrior two here. Front right leg stays bent and windmill the hands all the way to the inside of that right foot. Skandasana, bending the back knee. Right leg stays forward. And other side. You can flex those toes in towards the face. You're facing the back of your mat now, preparing to come back facing the front of your mat. Right leg is long. Adding on whatever arm variations that expressively resonate with you in this full moon practice, your creative essence. And then a wide-legged halfway lift in the center and exhale, fold. Wide-legged forward fold, option to add on the arms, getting a little bit of a shoulder stretch in here. Lovely. Breathe in. Again, moving in a way that feels good for you. You can Bring the hands out in front of you. You can stay up high for another halfway lift, wide-legged halfway lift. Fold and then start to walk all the way forward again to frame the right foot with the hands. Step back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Bend the right leg. Right knee is the highest part of your posture. Open the hips, stack the hips. And then option to flip over. The right foot comes to the outside of that left leg and you're flipping over into wide thing. Again, this is just optional, so don't feel like every part of the practice offered to you has to be taken. You're coming all the way forward again, hugging that right knee into the chest, step it outside, the left hand this time, fallen triangle. Left hand comes back and over. This nice creative space. Ground in both palms. We're going to take a forward. I'm going to take a nice chaturanga here with the extension of the legs and moving through our connected vinyasa, coming forward to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower down, chaturanga. You can use the support of the knees if you wish. Rising up into an upward facing dog and then all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Nice, breathe here. Just lengthening out those legs. Spending a breath or two in downward facing dog. What I love about downward dog is that it's said to relieve mild depression and anxiety. It's a posture that we could all be spending a lot more time with. Lifting the left leg up towards the sky. And exhale as you hug that left knee forward. Step it through between the hands. So we're doing the flow on the other side. Right leg and left foot, left leg and rising up into a high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, open the heart. Pulsing here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, open the heart, lean back, pressing. The elbows together, reach up with the hands. Inhale. Breathe in on the exhale, release the hands all the way down to frame the left foot. And then you're finding your way into warrior two, just in those legs, the left knees forward, gazing over the left fingertips, preparing for a full reverse here as you straighten the front left leg, left arm comes up and overhead, right hand, right leg, and then preparing for triangle pose. So hinging from the hips, right hip pulls back, left fingers reach forward, release the left hand to the left leg, right fingertips reach up to the sky. Inhale. Just in your triangle, you can start by bringing your right hand to your right hip if you wish. Coming back to warrior two, this time reverse warrior two with the left leg still bent, leaning back, lovely side stretch. And then windmilling the hands all the way forward to the inside of the left leg, and we're coming back to our Skandasana. Lovely, moving side to side. Expressing yourself in this posture in any way that feels good for you. You can go nice, strong goddess postures. I'll move around so you can see me. Or you can get a little bit drippy if you're feeling a little bit more grounded and earthy. This posture, this flow comes from Shiva Ray. It's actually part of a moon salutation, Chandra Namaskar. And then we're going to prepare here for a headstand. If it's in your practice, tripod headstand, you can come with me. If it's not in your practice, you can just remain with the Skandasana here and any expressive Skandasana that feels good for you. So just moving in a way that feels nice. Maybe you're in a headstand, maybe you're preparing to come out of it. And we'll all meet in halfway lift, forward fold. And then we're going to come back forward over that front left leg, facing the front of the mat. Step forward, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and fold, completing that cycle. Start to roll to rise all the way up through standing. Reach the arms up and overhead, hands meet in prayer above the head, and bring the hands down in prayer at the heart space by your forehead to the fingertips. Let's take a moment to pause here. Left hand or right hand comes to the heart space and the other hand comes to the belly. And we're just pausing here for a couple of breaths. We're connecting. Maybe reminding ourselves gently of our intention for our full moon practice. And just taking these moments simply to pause between movement. This is where the magic happens, these spaces in between. Breathing, noticing, feeling, experiencing. We're just breathing here, and we're going to release the hands. We're going to reach the arms up and overhead and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step the right foot back this time. Inhale, rise up into a high lunge and then open in the heart straight away. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open in the heart. Same flow. Inhale, rising all the way up, and exhale, open in the heart, leaning back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame the left foot with the hands, preparing again for warrior two. Left knee forward this time. Warrior two pose. Settle in. Adjust the feet. Your left heel should be in line with the arch of your right foot. We're going to rise back into a full reverse. And then we're preparing ourselves for triangle posture. Left hand, left shin, right arm up to the sky. Pull the frontal hip points forward so that you're not sticking your bum out behind you. If that means bringing your left hand up the leg a wee bit, then so be it. Back to reverse warrior two, keeping the front left knee bent this time. Gazing up. And then reversing the hands all the way forward. This time we lift the left leg up behind us, bend the knee, stack the hips, and we take wild thing, our back bend. Option to roll over into a full wheel pose, option to stay as you are. Expressively opening our hearts in this posture and then grounding the palms, left knee into the heart space and then out to the right. Fallen triangle, heart space rises up to the sky. Legs are very strong, very powerful. Nice. Right arm grinds. Press up here. Nice strength in the body. And step back to downward facing dog. Rolling all the way forward into plank like a big wave of water. Lower down through chaturanga with or without the support of the knees. You can rise up into cobra or upward facing dog. And then the exhale, find your way back to downward facing. Lift the right leg up on the inhale. Last side, exhale, step the right leg forwards. Nice, rising up into a high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open the heart. And again, inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, ground the palms, frame the right foot, ground the back left heel, adjust the feet, find warrior two. Right heel is in line with the back arch, full reverse. Inhale. Exhale, adjust the feet, bring them closer together if you need to. Find triangle pose, right leg is forward. Inhale. And then releasing back to warrior two, reversing warrior two this time. And then windmill the hands, come all the way forward. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Rolling all the way forward like a big wave of water to your plank. Lower through chaturanga, rising through your back bend. Inhale, exhale, back to downward dog. And then we're going to drop the knees, untuck the toes, and we're going to lower all the way down onto the belly. Full prostration. Stacking the palms. Forehead releases. Just the whole body so that your whole body is long, open, free. Sway the hips if you need to. Roll the forehead if you need to. That little pressure point in our forehead that tells our body it's okay to relax. When you're ready, find Sphinx Pose. Nice and high with the heart space. Roll the head from side to side. Palms are grounded, fingertips spread apart. Lovely. And just breathe in here. Slide the hands back to the rib cage. Rising up into a higher cobra. Inhale, exhale, release all the way down to the earth. Finding locust pose again, reach the arms back. Add on the legs if it feels okay for you. And then exhale, release. Then both feet in towards the sit bones. Take a hold of the feet with the hands. Inhale, exhale, kick the feet into the hands. Let that be your way to rise. So you're not lifting the heart space yourself. You're simply kicking your feet into your hands, rising up into bow pose, giving those digestive muscles and organs a little bit of TLC once more. Release. Lovely. Bring the arms in front, the legs come long, and then bend that right knee. Take a hold of the right foot with the right hand, and again, you're going to lift your left leg and your left hand up off the earth. This beautiful expressive shape working into the hip flexors, the heart space, the shoulders. Finding strength here. Don't forget to breathe, release, stretch. The whole body comes long. Release the head, preparing for the other side. Breathe in. Inhale. Exhale. Bending the left leg. Left hand connects with the left foot, and we find this exact same expressive posture on the other side. Right hand reaches high, left foot, left hand connect, right leg reaches long, lifting, inhale, lift a little bit higher, exhale, release. Stack the palms, relax the forehead, legs come long, and then slide the hands all the way back to the ribs. Come back to your child's pose. Let's take a few breaths here. Connecting with every sense of your being. And then we're going to come back through the undulations of the spine. So inhale brings you forward, exhale brings you all the way back, remembering just where we were at the beginning of our practice. So we're going to add on those arms, getting those beautiful side stretches in, gazing forward to the screen if you need to. Lovely. And then sliding both hands back and opening the heart space. We're up on the knees. Hands come together in prayer. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, come forward as if to come to child's pose. We're going to settle here and then undulate through with the inhale. Continuous cycle of movement and breath. Finding variations that may be suitable for you or more expressive for you. Lovely. And just moving continuously in this way. Settling into your child's pose. Breathe in. Finding stillness. Movement is hard, but stillness is much harder. And then we're going to just spend a few breaths in this child's pose. I want to give you the option to come into a more restorative child's pose where you can release the hands back to the feet. You can come onto either side of the face here. Or to stay in the forehead, your choice. Breathe in. And breathe in once more. And just continue to wind down from the movement of your practice, giving you the option to remain in child's pose for the rest of your practice, or you can find your way up into one final heart melting Anahatasana posture. Notice if you take this posture, how differently it might feel in the body now that you've worked your way through the heart muscles, the heart space, the shoulders, quite a bit through your practice. And although this is a full moon practice, can be used anytime, any day of the month, not just on the full moon. Breathe in here. Breathe in a couple more times, just feeling into this posture, and then gently walking your hands back in towards your body and finding your way either into a nice, comfortable, easy seat, or you can finish your practice in child's pose. It's lovely to do that as well. That place of release and surrender. If you're coming into a nice, easy seat, we're going to start to make circles with the spine once more. So rotating each side. Nice. And just getting expressive with the spine, the lifeline of our bodies, of our lives. And then sitting up nice and tall, finding stillness in our seated posture. The spine becomes nice and long. You can close the eyes down. You can find Shavasana here, or you can remain in child's pose, or you can remain in a seat. If you're seated or lying down, bring the hands to the heart space in the belly. Eyes will be closed, connecting to the breath. Releasing anything from your practice that served you no purpose. Noticing what comes up for you in these moments. Tuning into the energy of the full moon if you practice this flow. Notice what may rise over the next few days. Bring your hands together in heart space. In prayer, bow your forehead to your fingertips. Remind yourself of your intention, the reason you stepped on the mat. And feel free to stay in this place for as long as you may wish. Maybe set a timer and do some meditation. Breathe, connect, feel, experience, find your flow. If you're finishing your practice with me now, I want to say namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And have a lovely full moon. Again, namaste.